So today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new case from Spigen. Now this is the Spigen Style Armor for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now this case does come in a few different colors, which are Alpine Gold, which is this color here that we have, Classic Silver, Midnight Indigo, and Rose Gold. So before we talk about the rest of it, let's take a look at the box. Now, very simple packaging as per usual from Spigen. You just get a picture of your case here. It is MagFit for MagSafe, which this case does have very good MagSafe strength. And here you just get the picture, like I said, with the iPhone 15 Pro Max and Style Armor name. Now, on the back, it has a little bit of information here. It says slim design for perfect grip, form fitted for device, and perfect protection. You get a little more info there and things like that. But other than that, nothing really. So we're just going to take the pull tab, pull that up, and take out our case from here. So on the inside, you really get nothing else. So we'll set the box off to the side, and you get your case in this sort of paper material here. So let's pull that out and set that to the side. Now, first things first, let's take a look at the back of the case. Now, on the top here, you do have this very smooth, plasticky material here, no real texture to it whatsoever. And on the bottom, you do get this sort of two-tone design, which is like that for every single one of the models. The bottom is a different color, and it's also a little bit of a different material. It's like a silicone-y feeling plasticky material. So they're both polycarbonate, but the top of it has that more so plasticky feel, and the bottom is a little more rubberized, almost like a silicone case. And then also this is a two-part case, so this orange, anything that you see orange, is a second layer to the case. That is your TPU, and that'll come out as well as this bottom does come off in order to help you get the case on. So let's take a look at the inside. Now on the inside, you do have here your MagSafe MagFit magnets, but it doesn't look like we have an alignment magnet here. We'll test that out shortly to see if it actually has one, and they're just not showing it. And right here is the clip-in mechanism for this back piece. So the back piece on this just detaches like this, kind of almost breaks off, and you get access to the inside, which is that TPU layer, and that's kind of what it looks like on there. So before we put our phone in, let's actually go ahead and put this back on, and we'll weigh this and then get our iPhone 15 Pro Max into this case. Now, one thing I do have to say before moving along, this design right here is a little bit more difficult to get this bottom piece into the top piece, especially when the phone is in there. It makes it a little bit difficult to work with. So Spigen, if you guys are listening, I would like to see that. Maybe even if this just slides on rather than having to fish it into that little hole right there, which, you know, let's keep this about phone cases. But let's go ahead and weigh this. So let's take our scale, put it in grams, and we have it in pounds and ounces again. So put it in grams and let's see how much it weighs. We're looking at 44 grams. So not too light and not too heavy on this case. It is a nice weight to it, and it definitely is slim feeling, so you don't feel it too much when it is on your phone. But let's go ahead and take our black titanium 15 Pro Max and put it in the case. So there's two ways you can do this. I've noticed you can just take this bottom piece off here and separate it, put the phone in, put the bottom piece back on. I'm not a huge fan of doing that just because of how kind of difficult it is to get this out and put it back in, but I will try to show you guys here. And also you can just kind of slap the phone in with no issue. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to put the phone in there. I do want to do it a little bit of the, I guess, so, you know, correct way. That way you guys can really get an experience of how this feels. So we'll go ahead and take this bottom piece off. Now this case does not completely detach itself, so it's not going to come out, or at least I'm not going to try to get it out of this. It may if you really force it off, and I don't want to break the case, so I'm not going to try to peel it off. But that is your kind of two-part design there. And also, before we go ahead and put the phone in, let's take a look at the inside here. Now you do get Spigen's air cushion technology going all the way around the inside of the case, so it does help you with that drop protection. Now this case is going to offer you 4 feet of drop protection according to Spigen. So let's go ahead and take our 15 Pro Max. We'll put this in here. And then what you do is you just take this bottom part, kind of slide it on here, and you have to sort of fish it into that little hook right there. So this bottom part has to go into there, and you just kind of got to align them well and push it in there. So let's see if I can do this on camera here. I've noticed it may be a little bit easier holding the phone just kind of upside down, but like I said, this is a little bit difficult to get on there. Spigen, if you guys are listening, I would like to see a fix to that. But you just kind of got to push it in there and push it down, align it, push it, align it, push it. This is as best as I've gotten it to look, and that's what it's looking like there. One thing that kind of bothers me is there is a little bit of a gap visible there and there, so it's not super flush, but I would like to see that, you know, changed a little bit. So let's take a look around the case. Now, starting off on the top, you do get this dual color design going all the way around. Like I said, this is the Alpine Gold, so it's gonna come in this gold color, and then the sides and stuff are gonna be orange, whereas the bottom of it is gray. So looking around the top, like I said, the top is completely closed in, that 2-color design. The left-hand side is also completely closed in, and you do have your action button, your volume up and down. And let's listen to those buttons real quick. Now, these are just rubberized buttons with those air slits cut out into them, so it does help you with the clicks of your buttons, but these are TPU buttons, so let's listen to those. Nice clicky buttons. It actually lets you click the button really well, and you get a nice feedback from these buttons on this case. So I do really like that. The buttons have been pretty impressive. I actually expected them to be a little bit mushy, but they are nice and clicky, so I do really like that. Now, moving along to the bottom, you have your accurate microphone and speaker cutout, as well as that USB Type-C port. And I really like that the orange is kind of peeking out. I really love the color orange, and I like that it's kind of peeking out in all of the little sections of the case. So that is a nice touch there by Spigen. And taking a look at that USB Type-C port with our anchor cable, we'll go ahead and put that in there. And you get a very nice, first of all, it's charging right there. You get a very nice wide open USB Type-C port. So I would say just about any one of your cables are gonna fit in this case. So that's always nice to see. And moving along to the right-hand side, we do get Style Armor Magfit written right there. So good bit of branding there from Spigen, and the rest of it is closed in, and you do have your power button covered right there. Now, one thing I would like to see is there's already enough branding here at the bottom. I really think this Style Armor Magfit is very unnecessary, especially if you're laying your phone down right here. Somebody can kind of see it and read it, and I just prefer a cleaner look. So this logo is really enough here, Spigen, I would say. You can definitely get rid of this Style Armor Magfit written right there. I think we can get away without having that in this case. So anyways, how does this case feel in the hand? And it feels very good. It's super slim in the hand, very nice, no sharp corners or anything like that. Feels really good to hold and nice and thin. However, the one thing I did notice is down here, this bottom edge, when you're swiping and using it to swipe, you can definitely feel it, and it's a little bit sharp. Let me see if you guys can hear me swiping on it. So it definitely, you can feel that edge right there. That is something to get used to. It took me a little bit of time to get used to that when I first started using this case. But if that's not something that bothers you too much, that may not be the biggest deal in the world. I would like to see it refined there so it's not as sharp, but also so you don't really feel it when you swipe up and down on the phone. Now this edge here, nice, no issues with that edge up there. You can swipe down with no problems, whether it's your control center or your notification center. But right here, especially just because you have that polycarbonate and the TPU material, I guess you kind of feel the polycarbonate material, and it makes it so you can really feel the swipe. So that is something I would love to see be changed about this case. So let's go ahead and test the MagSafe on it. So first off, we'll bring over our Apple MagSafe wallet with just that regular insert, slap that on. There's our animation. And Spigen's always giving you nice magnets. So you can sit here and do your pocket test as if you were putting it into your pocket, your purse, or your sling bag, anything like that. And it's not coming off. So you have no issues using your MagSafe wallets, whether they're leather or they are the fine woven wallets. They're on there really nicely. And moving along to the Apple MagSafe battery pack, attach that on there. There's our charging animation. And one thing, like I said before, we were going to test to see if this case has that alignment magnet. It does not. So there's no lock-in or anything like that when you are using this case. So shaking it around, we've got great MagSafe on here. No issues whatsoever. So you can shake this all day and it's not coming off. So I really do love to see that. And you can even shake it by the battery pack a little bit. No issues with that. And just like the Apple MagSafe wallet, you do have to kind of force that off for that to come off. Now, finally bringing over our Anchor 623. Let's see how this is going to hold on here. And first and foremost, it'll pick it up and you can give it a nice shake. before the Anchor 623 does come off. So I really do like to see that. And as per usual, nobody's shaking their case or their charger, but it's something I like to test out for you guys. And also the 360-degree rotation test, this thing is on there. So you've got no issues with it whatsoever. Portrait mode use or landscape mode use, this thing is not coming off of your nightstand charger, your car mount, any of that, it's not coming off whatsoever. So do I recommend this case for you guys to go purchase? And I would say yes. I really like this color. It's a very nice color that you don't see on a lot of cases or a lot of accessories. It very much reminds me of like the iPhone 6 Plus, I think it was called. Yeah, the iPhone 6 Plus. I remember I actually ended up getting that phone. I waited in line for it like a crazy person for 14 hours to get the iPhone 6 Plus. But put that to the side. The color of this reminds me of the iPhone 6 Plus Gold, and I really like that color. I like the orange, accents to it. It looks very good. I just wish that this little refinement was made. But other than that, the price on this case, we're looking at $25.99, and I'll be sure to leave the links down in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself. But $25.99, yes, I can recommend this case. I at first got it. I wasn't a huge fan as soon as I opened it, but it definitely grew on me, and I do like this case. It's very comfortable to hold. It's super, super slim. You've got great MagSafe. Oh, also, you've got good camera and screen protection, which is something we didn't cover. So looking at that camera protection, nice ample amount of camera protection, and same thing with your screen. Now, I am using a tempered glass screen protector, and same thing with that. You've got excellent screen protection and camera protection. So either way you lay it down, it'll be good to go. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Have you tried it or are you looking to pick one up? Let me know. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you guys are interested in checking out another Spigen case that I've really been loving, I'll leave that video right here.